Hi, I'm Jason Chaffetz, Chairman of the Oversight and Government Reform Committee.
The Oversight Committee was designed to look at every agency, every program, every department of our federal government.
We want to make sure that government is effective, it's efficient, and that it's responsible to the American people.
We're making sure that all the agencies are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and we're calling them in when they get out of line.
This year we've had more than 80 hearings, and we have passed nearly 50 bills, 20 of which have now passed the House of Representatives and have gone on to the United States Senate.
You know, many people are very frustrated with what they saw the IRS doing in targeting conservatives.
Taxpayers ought to be able to truly believe that they can trust their government, and especially the IRS.
It's important for us as a committee and as members of Congress to make sure that the IRS is not destroying people's lives.
And so we have introduced a piece of legislation to impeach the IRS Commissioner.
We had a number of hearings this year as it related to the Waters of the USA regulation that came down from the EPA. But what was most troubling was the fact that the EPA had a double standard. One standard for hardworking American taxpayers and another standard for bureaucrats.
They've really had too much overreach in the past, and we've got to make sure that we are reeling them in so that they're not out of control.
What we believed is they should have to operate under the same rules that everyone else has to operate.
The biggest data breach we've had in the history of our government happened when the Office of Personnel Management failed to secure the data of more than 20 million of our federal workers.
If we can't trust an agency to secure information that is very personal and very important, then we've got real problems.
This actually led to the dismissal of the director, and with good reason, because this is something that should not have happened, and it's inexcusable, and it should have been prevented. Another issue that has come before us in the Oversight Committee has been the Secret Service, who's been before us no less than 7 times.
We found that neighborhood watch programs were sometimes more effective than the elite protective service that we all come to know as the Secret Service.
We issued a report nearly 450 pages long in a bipartisan way, holding the Secret Service accountable with more than 24 very important recommendations on how they're going to reform that agency and make the Secret Service the elite agency that we need it to be. We made great progress in 2015, but that's really only the beginning.
This committee now has embarked upon all sorts of oversight, and I think the taxpayer is being better served and has a better security opportunity because of that.
Going into 2016, we have a challenge ahead of us that we are willing to meet.
This is our job, and we will continue to press forward and make sure that people are held accountable. As the chairman of the Oversight Committee, I can tell you haven't subscribed. So click right here and subscribe for our updates. I can't hold it any longer.